Can't say goodbye.
No,
I thought he didn't.
No, I thought he did too. No, somebody told me. This writer, I said, what's he written? He said, well, you know the thing he sings about his dad? Chet sings about his dad. I said, yeah, he wrote that. It's a good song. I said, no, I thought Chet wrote it.
I thought he did too.
No, I did too. I just took for granted because he milks it so good, you know.
Well, he does. He, you know, he does the yakety yaks thing. He's proud of that. The one Merle wrote.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's proud of that.
Chet does some things.
On everything. So,
Yeah.
He's a great player.
He's 16
Well,
years
that's
old.
funny.
He's
I
16 years
never
old.
heard of him till.
He's doing a guy. He's doing a Robbie Dummett thing. Robbie's not that good, but Tommy is. He must be hurting for talent. He must not have that much talent lined up to do Robbie Dummett. You know Robbie?
Well, they didn't give me enough time to get down the address to get that because they gave me the address. I was called the 800 number. But
I
they
asked
didn't have
Chet one time, Paul Yandel came over and he says, Tom, he says, Chet really was talking today about how I'd love to cut an album with Thom Bresh. He said, I'd love to produce an album on him where he's doing all that funky stuff. So Paul says, I'm telling you, you better get over while Chet's thinking this way. He's going to be over at David Briggs' studio today working on a TV album. So I said, thanks, Paul, I'll go right over, which I did. Go over, Chet says, hey, what are you doing? Let's go to lunch. I thought, great. You buy. Yeah, you buy. So we went to lunch. Chet didn't say 3 words at lunch. Every time I'd bring up something, he'd go, I just love his home cooking, don't you? Yeah, it's great. Great. So finally, we're there about 45 minutes. No, some little place under the freeway. It was really good. Little cafeteria like country cooking place. And finally, he wasn't bringing anything up. And I said, we were got finally talking a little bit and brought up picking. And I said, you know what I've always had a dream of, Chet, is you producing an album on me. I said, I've always wanted to do that. I said, wish we could do that sometime. Oh, Lord, I couldn't produce any more. The Grim Reaper would get me for sure. And then about 2 weeks later, he started producing an album on Tommy Jones, and he did the Mark Knopfler thing, and then
Has he done a Mark Knopfler thing too?
Well, he did that. He and Mark. I don't know.
Oh yeah, but I know he's done Robbie Dummett. Now, am I misreading Robbie Dummett? I didn't think Robbie Dummett was that great, but is he?
I don't know.
Did him and Lenny Bro do one together?
Yeah.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Chet was going to put that Tommy Jones thing out on Scotty Moore's label, Bell Mead. And then he saw what kind of action with the mail order and everything that Scotty was getting. So he called Scotty, says, I'm taking that album back and make it my own label. And just send it to Clarissa and she'll put a CD in the mail. I send the money right here. So I'm starting my own label.
Well, I know what have you got the last letter? Does he Chet have this thing?
I don't know if it's the last one. I got one.
The one that's the last one I got. I just got it just last week.
Well, I tell you what, Paul Yandel, he's very protective of Chester. Every time I've ever talked to him, I'm sure, you know, it's because it probably, you know, he's been playing with Chester for years now. But he just acts like he's very protective of him. He asked about a picture or something that Mom and Daddy had sent down on their piano with, I think it was a picture of Merle in Chester. And then when they moved up here, I had no idea what happened to the picture, but he was wanting to know what happened to that picture of Chester.
Paul looks up for Chet.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
No, I don't remember that picture.
Well, he remembered it because he said it was sitting on the piano down there at the house.
Well, you know, when Mose was in the barber shop up there, he had a great big
Paul didn't
autograph
miss much.
picture from Chester, and everybody else, you know, that was when he went over to Grand Ole Opry and played over a while, you know, and he had this barber shop all lined with them. And one night, he had one of these oil heaters. That thing went haywire, and the next morning he went out there. They sat there with everything in that barber shop. And that's the last picture I remember.
It's 6:30, my friend.
This picture,
have
Paul
to go.
Yandel
We
was
gotta go.
in our at the big house.
Oh,
He
I don't
was
know
on
what happened
piano.
to it.
Well, you know, the only thing
I
he ever
remember the
said to me
picture when he mentioned it, Mama,
that stuff
but
was
I don't know what
from
How big a picture was
we
it?
were
It was an 8 by 10.
at the Appreciation
It was an
Society.
8 by 10.
I walked up and before I ever thought he was looking at me, he said, well, I'm sorry, Don, what happened to you with your guitars? And that come from Paul, and Paul had to tell me. Because he don't know me that well. The other thing I was telling you about.
Who, Chet? Chet stays up on everything, boy. He knows when everything's
He knew,
going on.
you know, when Karen got me to do the thing over here to play last year. she said she'd talked to Chet, and Chet said for me to get out of the park.
Yeah.
I don't know. She said she mentioned 3 names, and again, he didn't know me. He never heard me play. He's heard me play, but then we were playing at the Davidson County Fairgrounds, and he stood and listened for a while, and people from the British network asked him if it was okay if they have his permission for me and Paul to play on the special they were doing. He said, can they play? And the girl said, yeah, they sound great. He said, fine. He didn't listen to us. He could care less.
What makes Chester like that? I mean, you know, is he just the way he was raised or what? Because his bedside manner does have a whole lot like a doctor. Because he can really, boy, he can cut you off short.
Well, he's never cut me short.
Yeah.
You know, it really.
Well, where you stand with him right away, won't you?
Ain't that, hey, we know, don't we, Royce?
Yeah, we do.
He just
I mean, hey, listen, the guy's the greatest guitar picker I've ever heard. I
Well, we
mean,
all
he said
know
it right
that,
here,
you know.
when him and Merle come down here the last time to see Daddy, and he did the St. Louis Blues, and I mean, he just blows my mind. I never heard the St. Louis Blues play like he played it. I mean, he's great.
Yeah,
But
but
now
now
his
let me tell
man-
you, let me tell you, Tom, Mose played the St. Louis Blues, and Chet would get down here on the floor and laugh and roll.
No, this the way Chester Atkins played that St. Louis Blues the last time he was here, I never heard anybody play it like he did it.
No, really. I've seen Chet do it. I mean, he just ate Mose regular alive, didn't he? He lived and breathed.
Oh, yeah, Daddy done little blues for him here, and he
Yeah.
just
He
thought it
always
was
talks
grand.
about him.
Just laughs, he'd just go and laugh, you know. I mean, I love to watch him watch Mose.
The first time they were ever at our house, though, I could have killed Mose. They had come over from Nashville and spent the day and was going down to Luzerne, and they was gonna play down there, but we'd eat dinner. And fresh corn had just come in, and I cooked a great big bowl of corn besides, you know, all the other stuff. So we had dinner, and there was a small bowl left, and we come back for it after I told Leanne and Jess, I said, no need, y'all stopping on the road, we'll just eat, you know, before we left. Mose picks up that bowl of corn and makes a mark through the middle of it and rakes half off. He said, here, Jess, you can have the other half. And he raked the other half out of
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah. I called Chet one time, or I was over with Chet one time. He was
Yeah, he done it
doing
just
his
as soon
Travis tribute album, and I asked him some questions, and he was real short about how miking a guitar and all this, acoustic, what he uses. He said, I've tried everything. Went back to what he's doing. I'm done. There's just no way to do something like Never said another word. A couple days later, he called up, says, I've got this mic that I got, RCA mic that I use all the time. He says, why don't you come over and get this? This is the best thing I found. I mean, just as nice as could be, going to offer me his prized mic that he won't let anybody use. But you would have thought if you'd have taken it out one day, you'd think, this guy just doesn't like me. And then 2 days later, he calls up. So I don't know.
It's got an impression again, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well, you know, one
he's a
time
unique
there
one.
was something awful.
He's a dandy. We gotta go.